Hello and welcome back to Slice and Dice. Anything to say today? I don't think so. Maybe just a shall we begin? I think so. Let's just get to it. I don't have anything for you. I'm probably going to be streaming Slice and Dice tonight. I will see how I feel. There's a few other games on the radar that I could be playing, but we'll see. I finished up Tactical Breach Wizards last night. That game was very, very good. Strongly recommend it. We'll go take a look at Magical and see if there's anything good. Breezy Street small bonus. Wow. I think this is the third time in a row that they've shown me stone first as my magical starting curse. Am I willing to take it today? No, I don't think so. I have Spade, so you could theoretically play I.Empathy, and then we can just stick this on some shitter, and then eventually... Hey, you know what's actually problematic here? This team, I guess Clumsy can always revive. This starting team cannot kill this Thorn. This isn't hyperbolic. The only way you can kill it is Clumsy. You can't kill this Thorn without losing someone. I guess it's theoretically possible. You need to put a burst into Clumsy plus have a 1 damage hit, then heal Clumsy to full. No, this is horrific. I am not going to play any of this. I'm going to reroll. And we will deal with the consequences of my actions. And the consequences of my actions are, unfortunately, item poison. I think it's not my favorite curse. I found it to be a little more problematic as I get more into trying to keep everyone alive. Oh, wow. Look at that. But even still, I think it is good enough for me here. Go burst. Yeah, okay. Of the options, it's definitely the best one, even though I don't like it. And we'll play... You could actually make a great case to play Cleric here. I don't love Cleric, but an item poison light is super strong. I'm willing to do that. It basically eliminates item poison for the first half of the game. As long as I have Cleric, which I will. I don't imagine I'll be replacing Cleric right away or anything. So I gotta shake off the rust. I haven't recorded anything yet today, so I gotta figure out what I'm actually doing on these turns. Because mentally, I just want to kill that wolf, but in reality, I should probably kill the rats that are killing me. Hey. Acceptable. Unfortunately, one of the rats that's killing me is on the bottom row of my team. It's okay, Meddler, you're doing your best. Your best is just not very good right now. You know, that's not true. If Meddler was doing poorly, we would be seeing a lot more bones, like this. And then this one, oh, see? All it takes is one hit, and Meddler is looking good. Balisong, Healing Wand. I think Balisong, I don't think it's worth applying here for the poison. I also do not want to Balisong into this Thorn, of course. So multiple reasons to not do it. But I don't want to commit myself to spending 1 mana per turn on light. There you go. I knew you had it in you, boss. You know what? Give me a 4th one. Do 3 here. I was thinking I could kill the Thorn nicely, but I cannot. You just have to slap him down. And then yeah, I do not need the 1 more bones for 1 mana. You don't need to just launch into it there. Nope. 6 or 5? Can we see? Okay, we saw 5 skeletons in a row, which is quite bad. Do 2 and then go here. But even still, I'm so far ahead from having the mana to just press Slay. That's 6 out of 7 rolls. 7 out of 8 rolls. Okay. 7 out of 9 rolls in this fight made of bones. I'm just doing it to see how many I can rack up, to be honest. It was never really a threat. I just wanted to see if I could go for something extreme. Trapper Priestess is okay. I will play Trapper because Thief is kind of stinky. Thief has gone up in my estimation for a very simple reason. Not Scoundrel. Scoundrel and Clumsy are so bad that I just have to like Thief. If you watched the 1.0, or not 1.0, the 2.0 videos, where I talked about this game with Cranberry, and I talked about characters. I hated Thief. Thief was like by far my least favorite character, and now Thief is like a strong middle of the pack because, partially because I think that the methodology of winning runs has changed, and also because Clumsy's in the game now, and Clumsy is the worst starting character. Oh, sorry, no, that's not true. I think Clumsy's second worst. I think Alloy is the worst starting character. Quicksilver Square Wheel. Square Wheel doesn't do anything except for take the mana cantrips off of Meddler. The bones away. I guess it's actually pretty good. But I'm not worried about dying here. I just summoned like 7 out of 9 turns bones on a fight and I didn't die. So I think I'm actually going to take Quicksilver here because it has a better long-term use case. Square Wheel becomes very bad very quickly. And if I'm surviving what is basically the worst case already, why should I complicate that? And I think the answer is very simple. I probably shouldn't. It says lethal guaranteed, except for if I make a bones, I guess I have to do a little more work. Alright. Goodbye, blind. Enchanter, Seer. Fine to play Seer. Seer's cool. Cleric, Seer, it's okay. We just hopefully pull someone who can help Seer make mana. Or not, or we could just suffer. It's okay. He could also just not miss. It's entirely viable that he doesn't go XXX. But the reality is he's stupid and terrible. I think like that. And then I just need 3 mana. There you go. And now we have burst. Yeah. I'm gonna use Seer more sparingly than I have in the past. I love to press Foretell, but I'm not gonna do it as much as I have been. Dude, I saw it, by the way. This is not a call-out post. I saw someone say that Monster Shields isn't that bad, and it's even it's better than Monster Regen because you get the wham value from Magnet, which is just one of the most absurd things I've ever seen. I'm probably never going to click Monster Shields because conceptually you can play hard a lot faster, but there's no reason to. And saying all it takes is one fight against like Basalt where you have a bad setup into slates and you just get killed with no counterplay, I'm pretty sure. It feels like the same sort of thought as, hey, Barricade isn't that bad. The reality is most likely that we just haven't seen the why it's bad yet. But I need to go play a bunch of games with it to really make a determination. I'm not really willing to suddenly change my strategy this deep into a streak. But Monster Shields is like a hard pass in unfair. So I'm probably not going to click it in hard because, you know, what works on unfair is going to work on hard anyway. So that's my thought. Just thought of that because fucking wham value. I am down to pick up Golden Cup. This is another perspective pick. This is a perspective pick towards anyone with Steel being in a win condition in the endgame, and Golden Cup is a second heart win condition because it just gives you 100 HP with second heart, which is quite good. Due to the fact that I can dodge all this damage, I think I'm just gonna go like this probably. We'll set the slate to be poison, we'll set the Slimer to 4. Basically no damage happening. Slate is within striking distance of death. And looks good to me. Actually, this should give me lethal, he'll leave. May as well make the optimization, right? No cleric rerolls. I don't want Fae, I want Gladiator. I saw a different comment, not dunking on this one. I saw someone say they hear about 2.0, like stories of 2.0, and it blows their mind. I think they said very specifically, what do you mean Fae and Armorer were S tier? It is funny to look back now and be like, yeah, best character in the game. I was fucking hyped up when I saw Fae. That was my queen. I am willing to poison Sarcophagus here, but I'm not going to really hold out hope for killing him. We want to kill one Null because they can definitely double up exerts on me there. in that position. But we can take a stab at killing Sarcophagus. God, never mind. Gladiator just shit the bed. We can put one foretell down. It's not impossible to do 11 damage in one turn, with 5 mana in the tank and vulnerability on the horizon. But it's definitely the safer play not to take the risk. Kill one of the gnolls, you'll never die there. Oh, whiskey. Sure. Magic Staff, Dueling Pistol. Another, like, long-term pickup, for sure. You could pick Dueling Pistol, but I think it's very mid. I'll take Magic Staff. We have a whole bunch of outs prepped here. We have an out to Steel, we have an out to Tier 9 Second Heart, we have an out to Sorcerer Wizard now. Whiskey, I think Whiskey is just a net positive, and I'll put it on Gardener here. Plus 3 HP means that this doesn't actually negatively affect me until turn 3 reasonably, but most likely turn 4 in reality. Because turn 4 is where... turn 4 is where I start going into the negatives, assuming that I roll 1 heal mana gain at some point, which I think is a reasonable assumption to make. And I don't really want to poison a Quartz here. Particularly. Quartz is one of the less threatening enemies, but it just looks really scary because, well, you know, look at them. They just sit there and weaken you, though. They don't actually do any damage. They make it harder. What the fuck? I've never seen that. That's going in the Discord fucking instantly. All monsters 5 damage to adjacent allies upon death, but plus 1 HP for every 1 HP. Hold on, let me see if there's anyone around. I'm gonna crowdsource this one to the Discord. I gotta see, do you take this? I'll give him a few seconds while I think about this. So, I think reasonably this is a full stop absolutely not, because we walk into the hand and the hand has 100 HP. That's crazy. This is a no. I mean, just look at these fanatics. This is a no. That's so absurd. And we'll go Vampire and give her the whiskey. I've never seen a cursed chest that tempting, though. I thought about it. That's okay, buddy. Who are you dying to? You're dying to Militia Fanatic. I think what I would rather do is this. And then we can put up Light to save. The Fanatic's kind of low rolled off the jump. Yeah, the more I think about that, that Blessing Curse combo was just an instant loss. But it was very funny. Okay, you're dying to Fanatic, you're dying to Militia. My Seer is going on his 4th X. You're on 7. I could kill this Fanatic with... it's not very likely, actually. I think I'm rolling these. I think I'm actually rolling this as well for a dodge, maybe. Everything but the X is very good from Vampire, so I'm willing to take the roll, because the heal 5 makes life a lot simpler. Because we just go like heal 5 Frapper, and then with the 3 mana we burst to get that guy out. It's an interesting one. I think you would have to really look. Like, the analysis you have to do there is more than I want to do to figure out what the correct setup is. It's very close, intuitively. Times 2 for targets with equal HP to me, plus 2 and single use to the left side. Since we have item poison, I'm going to be very picky about these. Like, Poodle is very situational, and so is Wand Grip, so I think I will just random. It's basically just a better Wand Grips. That's how I would look at it. Because I'm going to have a lot of items on the side. These Militia have been fucking popping off in this fight, or in this run, I mean. I feel like there's been a lot of them, and they have just been out for blood. I'd like to burst, kill, and then I think you go like that for the Militia, yeah. Let's get our cleanse in the right spot. Are you? Oh, you're being poisoned by the No, you're not being poisoned by the imp. You were being poisoned by the imp. Okay. That looks right. Absolutely acceptable to me. And done. Brawler Stalwart. So I think Stalwart's pretty bad. I think Brawler is good. And we can give him Quicksilver for the steel. That looks great, actually. Very strong. All around. He's a really good Quicksilver holder, especially if we have some way to give him cantrip, which is unlikely to be fair. But if we do find that way, it's fine. You're still dying, huh? Oh, to the poison. Remember what I talked about last time? It's very much correct. If all things are equal, you should kill the top thorn and probably leave the bottom thorn alone. It helps with the eliminate. Also, I wonder if you take whiskey off walking into Wendigo. Oh, don't do this. You actually will have to kill someone. Look at Seer. There you go. Don't kill my man. I would like to press infuse here if it's all the same, and I think it is all the same. He's on 4. We have Quicksilver scaling on Brawler. It's a little fake. He's just kind of high rolling. He hit the steel 2 times in a row. Don't let it bait you into thinking that he's going to do that all the time. Ooh. Add enduring to all sides. Earn is very fun. So what is it? It's keywords remain when the side is replaced. And I have Ballast Song. So I can give Seer Cantrip Growth, which is pretty strong. For 2 poison, is it strong enough? I think it probably is. There's other fun things to do. Keywords remain when the side is replaced and when possible. Oh, it's not as good. It's Cantrip Growth damage instead of quite what I thought. Like, this would be 1 damage Cantrip Steel, but we wouldn't keep this. Yeah, I always get this mixed up in my head. The side, what I think for some reason is I think that this is the resonant item or keyword. Resonant? Resilient, it might be. Let me go to the keyword database and I'll tell you what keyword I'm thinking of. I think it's resonate. No, it's not resonate, because this is the one where it copies the previous dice, but it keeps this side's pips. I think it's resilient. Its pips remain when the side is replaced. It's like this is the inverse of Dogma. Dogma replaces the pips, but doesn't replace the side. This replaces... Wait, hang on. Pips remain when the side is replaced. No, this isn't what I think either. I'm thinking you would keep the side and get the keyword of the item you're putting over top of it. Is that even a mechanic? I'm thinking you would keep the cantrip, but you would get or you would keep the growth, but you would keep it as growth mana game, but it would just add cantrip on top. Is that even something that can happen in this game? Now that I think about it. Is there a keyword that does that? There's so there's resilient. The pips remain when the side is replaced. There's enduring. The keywords remain when the side is replaced. I don't think that overlaying the dice onto it is actually something that happens in this game, though. I don't think you ever get to just put this on and get cantrip. Let me know. Maybe there's something I'm forgetting. Either way, I don't think you need to... I don't think I need to beat myself up over that. A slight mistake. It's okay. It probably doesn't change anything. I doubt that the random tier 6 was going to be much better anyway, so I'm not going to sweat it too much. I'll just slam a light on these guys and cleanse a bunch of poison. I think round 1, you kill the war chief. I remember very early, one of the most surprising losses I took was to 5 snakes. Or every turn, I was fine, right? Nobody was dying, and then suddenly all the poison just stacked up on me and I died. And I went, oh, I didn't see that coming. Oh, I didn't see this coming either. I don't have a way to save my cleric. I didn't count this up. I'm 1 damage off of the save. That's a shame. That's just a huge mistake. No reason cleric should die to that. I won't beat myself up over it too much, but also, like, come on, what are we doing? Almost snap pick keeper here. We have Quicksilver. Keeper with Enduring also has a lot of intrinsic, or not intrinsic, I think it's like potential value, right? I think that'd be extrinsic, kinetic. No, potential. It is actually just called potential in physics. Yeah. Anyway, Venom's very good, strong, gives me a solid win condition. I think Keeper Brawler is stronger. So I'm gonna run that though. Because Keeper can potentially do some crazy stuff. Especially if we hit the steel side. And here I am dying where I shouldn't die. Okay. And this alpha doesn't die, so I need to press infuse. I'll break out of this, I'm sure. Oh, I could have killed the alpha if I went burst instead, actually. Yeah, definitely could have, because individual numbers are better. Absolutely. You're just getting fucking obliterated by poison. I shouldn't play this fight fast and loose. I'm definitely at risk here. I didn't really respect off the rip how scary this actually looks. I want to kill that vampire, or that carrier that's killing my vampire, and then just press infuse for the poison. Probably, if I thought about it a little closer, I think I wouldn't have clicked on Keeper, but easy to say when I'm staring down double carriers. We can probably mitigate our poison in other ways. But no easy source of cleanse is concerning. I actually don't want this shield repel. It's so crazy loud. Well, I think my headphones are turned up. No, they aren't. There we go. I guess it's fine. Heal shield saves vampire. What are you dying to? Just the step? We just have to keep infusing through the poison and then burst the ogre down. I'm a little bit off though because I was down a character at the start of this fight, you know? Things aren't how we would want them to be. We will leave, okay, but not a great setup from your boy. Wooden Bracelet, Ogre's Blood. Wooden Bracelet is worthless. Unless I know I'm playing someone who uses it, which I don't. So you're never going to click this and go, maybe I end up on Dabblelist. It's very bad. Ogre Blood is pretty good. Is it good enough for me to take it though and take poison? I don't think so. It's very hit or miss. +1 to all heal and self-heal sides. This is something that I would take poison for. Vampire does sit here with 2 poison now with no good cleanse options, but we'll figure it out. We have 3 self-heal, which is kind of good. Do you lock this growth? I think you roll. I want the 1 damage poison. Very nice. That's the Hydra killed, and the vampire saved. Trapper's definitely falling off at this point, though, and I wonder if in this run I'm looking for Shaman to mitigate the item poison. I don't think I am. I think I'm looking for Doctor, because basically I'm looking for Doctor Sorcerer in this run. Definitely. Never misplay, by the way. Kronos, not it. Dancer, also not it. I'm not willing to random here, though. I think that's the important note. I'm not willing to random this because I think that these 2 characters are super important to my win, and if I random into a bad blue here, I think it's quite bad. I'm gonna go Dancer, and we're committing to Seer Vampire turning into carries. One of you needs to win me the game. That's what I'm committing myself to here. And so this would be a great time to roll a dodge. Excellent work. I'm very proud of you. By the way, I don't think, in hindsight, looking back at this with the context of item poison, I still think I would make the same choices. I would not click Stalwart over Brawler to cleanse poison. That sounds really dumb. I do not think that sounds like a good choice. Now, in the Basalt, we're going to do a little foretelling, and I think we're going to want to save Vampire's HP. If I had a way to kill this quartz, I would take it, but I can only set it to 1, because this is 2+2. So I'm good. Like this. We'll take the Weaken on Seer, and I'm not really worried. Yeah, we're just going to stack Brawler for steal from this position on. Good chip. I want to lock this. I don't want to lock this. Okay, I'm not locking this because I think it's good. I'm locking this because I don't want to put a 1 into the quartz because I'd like to just burst him out without having to resort to Brawler sending 11 damage into a 7 HP enemy. Don't really want this heal 6. This guy's on fire. He's not missing this. Is it lethal on Basalt? Yes. Is it lethal on Basalt if I go burst 3, 4? Yeah. Do you have to start? Okay. 11. And then burst Seer, or infuse is worse. This looks good. Brawler kind of just locked in and took over there. That doesn't seem very good. I don't think I'm gonna play 5 damage Deja Vu Death. That seems like a bad pickup. +4 Keeper is very okay. Gives her a 3rd good side to put on a Brawler, but I'll take a random. In a world such as this, I just wait for my sorcerer to come home to me. This dancer is very stacked. Wizard is also acceptable. Wizard, sorcerer, either one, just hard win. I will snap pick either one and I will not look back. I will not even give it a second thought. God damn it, dancer. It's fine. It's my own fault. I knew the risks. I don't particularly want to petrify my steel, but I think it's fine. I have 6 mana banked from foretelling. I can infuse. It's all good. There might have been like a multi-kill sort of idea there. No, you can't even rampage through basilisks. What am I saying? The optimizations have really got to me. I'm sitting here thinking about trying to rampage through basilisks. Doubtful. Doctor's the pick for sure. Just bow your heads in prayer. I know he will come home to me. You can have it here. I want to try to not go much above 1 poison per character, although it's good to stack it, because Doctor can just use Liquor. I changed my mind. I know my sorcerer is coming home. I've seen just Artificer, right? Hero. I've seen Artificer, Chronos. So like, I get to see 3. There are 2 big hits, and I get to see 3 out of 6 characters. What are the odds? 3 out of 6, and I want to see 1 of 2 of those 6. I think it's okay. I'm not going to do the math. That actually sounds a lot more complicated than I originally believed. The math works out to be it's probably fine. One burst into Wisp so I can put 4 into the Demon sounds good. Because I don't want to take the pain. Look at this little rat whiz. Give me a rampage here, Dancer. I'm ready. Multiple rampage ideas, but not the one I'm looking for. Alright. it to triple foretell. Nobody's dying from cantripping pain or anything like that, so I can just triple foretell and then liquor back to full health on the next turn. Why did I hit this demon? Oh, to break through his special HP. I remember now. A lot of times when I'm doing recordings, I'll do things and they will make sense to me, and then I will think about it again. It's like automatic, right? Go through the special HP. Is that the right choice there? It's hard to say. I'm not 100% sure, but it's what I did. That's all you can say for sure. I didn't even need to liquor through all of that. Eye of Horus. It's pretty good on Dancer. I mean, Dancer becomes kind of a baller. Horn Viper, I think, just wins you games, though. This item wins wars. It gives me another great win condition, because now Brawler can hit Poison Steel on someone if I just whiff on Wizard. If my blue ends up being Warlock or Weaver, I'm going to be happy, and it can't be Gassed. If it shows me Gassed Ace, if it shows me, like, Warlock Weaver, I'm going to pick one of them. I don't know. Enough thinking. I know the rule. I know how we're going to go about this. Oh, tell me I get this rampage. I do. Oh my, oh my. Got fucking overcome with the bloodlust here. Didn't even think about the rest of the turn. I just went ahead and sent it. And you know what? That looked pretty good. Moment of truth, moment of truth. Ah, it's Warlock Weaver. You cannot random this. It's just this one I know is just a raw 50-50. 2 good hits, 2 bad hits, pick one. I'm gonna pick Warlock, and we're gonna sit here, and we're gonna look at these items, and we're gonna go, oh man, Magic Staff Sickle sitting in the back. Tragic. Let's get it. I do think that cantrip on Inevitable's a little bit sus. Playing through cantrip is not my favorite thing to do on this guy. I'm actually gonna unlock that. But it's fine. I'm gonna blaze him down to basically no HP. And I'm gonna go ahead and put a liquor here. No dying to cantrips now. Or yeah, no getting fucked up by cantrip exert. Let's say this is a wrap. I'm pretty sure he's dead. Alright, goodbye, Inevitable. That wasn't close, buddy. I still fucked up and lost Claire for no reason. The sorcerer run that could have been. How sad. Well, anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.